Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Hero House Reviews. We have a doozy today as we do the 1000 Toys Devil May Cry 5 Dante. Now, 1000 Toys is a fairly new company and they do very high-end figures, or at least the price tag is very high-end. I reviewed a knockoff of their Hellboy because I couldn't access their Hellboy, they're hard to find in the UK, and even the knockoff was fantastic. Like, Price of a Marvel Legend are a little bit more exclusive, and he was, a really rock solid figure, especially for being a knockoff. So obviously Dante came out, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get the real deal and see if it lives up to the price tag that they put on these things. Because for the price of this one Dante, I could have gotten two Storm collectibles or like two SH figure arts, maybe even three SH figure arts if they were the cheaper side. Like, they are expensive, and he's only the basic edition. There's a deluxe version that comes with more accessories, but it's even more expensive, and I'm just not sure they can justify how much they charge for the quality of these things, which I guess is a bit of a spoiler for the review in general, but, we'll still go ahead and just point everything out. Articulation-wise, he is amazing. Like, I cannot fault his articulation. From the legs down especially, I think he is the best action figure I have. He just, bends in any way. He's got thigh swivel, as you can see there. Good old thigh swivel. His knee joint, really solid bend. Bit ugly, the joint, but, the motion is there. Shin, great toe hinge, and it goes well up, well down, and a really, really good ankle rocker. So, yeah, you can't ask for more. Floating crotch piece means he's not inhibited in any way. Legs go all around. The shirt, even the hang, is made of a soft plastic, so it doesn't inhibit his movement anyway. He's got an ab crunch built in again to the soft plastic of the shirt, so it doesn't look, there's no seam or anything there, so he looks very good. Head, double ball peg, and again, joint is hidden in the soft plastic of the neck. And he can't look very far up, but that's a combination of the hair and the jacket. And even the coat's semi-articulated because it's got a wire running through it, so you can pose it however you wish. Arms, slightly more than 90 degrees, wrist on a ball joint, and you've got what feels to be either an elbow swivel or a bicep swivel. Either way, the arms can do pretty much anything you want to. In fact, I don't think there's many poses you could not get this guy into if the mood took you. In fact, I have seen, I'll try and replicate it, that you can get him to do a, split, a standing splits, unaided, yeah. So, crazy, crazy balance on this guy. Absolutely phenomenal. And just great articulation. I'll give them full marks for that. That is probably where I would say their quality is shining the most, because it's not, sadly, in the sculpt department. Now, Dante, his most famous attribute is probably the red coat and the white hair. The hair looks great. He comes with two hairs. He's got his, basic Dante haircut, and then his more disheveled look later in the game. So that's good. That's a big accessory boost. But the coat, it is unfortunate. It does look great. It is not completely accurate to the game, and it is a bit oversized, which is a problem. In fact, it's quite oversized that it occasionally veers into looking goofy. You have to be careful in how you pose it, which sucks, again, because he is so expensive. Any flaw becomes a glaring flaw. In terms of the shirt, though, looks very good. A little bit of ab sculpted in there. The sculpt work on the shirt is very impressive. Belt buckle. There's some detailing on the pants. The boots have some really nice details going. Come back up. The gun. I'll cover these more in accessories, but as you can see, ivory does look great. Even has a little bullet hole thing shaped there. Rebellion. Again, phenomenal. So that's solid. The problem is his face. That looks nothing like Dante does in the game. Not one bit. In fact, it's just weird, ugly, and creepy. Yeah. It is a bad face sculpt. All of them are bad face sculpts. He comes with three. There's a neutral, there's an angry, and there's a smiling. So, for what is a very expensive figure, you'd want this to be definitive and perfect in every way. And it's not, because the face is very ugly and the coat is oversized. And also his wrist joints are a little bit ugly. They don't, like, his hands don't go snugly in. You can see the ball joint very obviously. And then he's got a sort of unseemly black patch there, where his head meets the neck. Which again, are very, very small. And if he was the price of a Storm Collectibles figure, I'd happily give him a 5 out of 5. But he's not. He's the price of 2. So you have to be twice as critical of any error, because that's the standard they've set for themselves by charging that price. Anyway, that's enough about articulation. And look, I'm going to give him a 5 for articulation, but only a 3 for looks, because that face is so distracting if you see it up close. On a distant, figure, not too bad, because you can't see the finer points, but the finer points are very poorly executed, which is a shame. Now, if I just grab the accessories here, you'll see he comes with his own new sword, the Devil Sword Dante, which is a magnificent beast of a blade. Along, let's see, a nice poppin' red jewel set into the pommel there. Very impressive. Good paintwork all round on that. Then, accessory-wise, he comes with a fair amount. The deluxe edition comes with far more, and frankly I think they all should have just been deluxe editions for the price of the basic edition, if they're even going to approach justifying the cost, but there you go. Comes with his shotgun. Again, very well painted, nicely done. Wood could have been a little bit nicer painted, but, here we are. It comes with several hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sets of hands. 6 hands, sorry, so that's 3 sets of hands, 6 hands. Well, actually 8, because he's got hands attached. He has 4 sets of hands, everyone. 4 sets of hands. He comes with an extra piece for the Devil Sword Dante. His little backpack, well, not backpack, but as you can see, he's got this set into his coat, which is decoration, and it slots in and out because you can attach the swords to a joint on his back, which you can see there, that pops up out, and then you can peg the sword so he can walk around having his sword attached to his back, which is very cool. Although quite unseemly if you wanted to have him without his coat, but why you would ever want Dante not wearing his coat is beyond me, and probably part of their reasoning as well, which I consider fair. His other gun, good old Ebony. As you can see, just as well done as Ivory, has a little bullet hole. Good sculpting all around. So accessories-wise, I would like to give him full marks, but the deluxe edition thing pisses me off so much, and I still think it's only a 4, because, again, for the price, you need more and better accessories. Seriously, the amount they charge for these things is insane, even respective to their height, because we get old Jackie Boy out, they're pretty much the same height, so he is perfect scale for 1 to 12. Actually, no, he's probably not perfect scale, because Dante, I think, in Devil May Cry 4, was billed as being 6'4", which means he should be taller than Jack, not by heaps, but he shouldn't be level. He should be slightly taller than your other sort of 6-inch figures. So he's a little short, but he will blend in fair enough. Here is Red Hood, who's a 7-inch scale. As you can see, Dante is dwarfed. Very much so. Get in Magna Defender from Power Rangers Lightning Collection, and they're pretty much a match. They do look good together, though, I'll say that. He does look good with other figures, he does fit in with the 112s, so the scale isn't abysmal. It's just, he's so expensive, guys, and the face sculpt is so wrong. If the face sculpt was better, his whole rating would go up, because at the moment I'm sitting at a 3.5 overall, just because of sheer value for money. You need to have everything perfectly executed, and these flaws become so much more magnified at that price point that they can't afford to make it. Oh, I forgot one more accessory that's been sitting here, and it's arguably one of the nicest accessories, is this absolutely stunning stand that comes with him. Like, nice black base, has Capcom written on it. Looks absolutely amazing. He doesn't need it because his balance is so good, but the stand is by far the nicest stand I've ever seen. would have preferred a few more accessories for him to hold while he's standing on the stand, and would have preferred to, rather not have it if it meant cutting down his price by a few dozen pounds, but whatever. Yeah, 3.5 out of 5. Just that face sculpt makes his rating go down so much because it is not good. He is not a pretty man. And if Dante is anything in the games, it is pretty. I'll show you the other face sculpts in the pictures coming up, but damn, how did they botch that? And how did they think it was acceptable? Anyway, let's move on to the pictures and wrap this up. Okay folks, and there you have it. 1000 Toys, Devil May Cry 5, Dante. As you can see from the pictures, there are a lot of options. He moves well, the stand is again phenomenal, his accessories look great. He looks pretty good with the angry face, because, being angry distorts your features anyway. And I think the longer hair suits the angry features better. Like, initially I disliked the long hair and preferred the short, but I think I like the combination of angry face with long hair the best. Though I'm probably going to switch in Rebellion rather than the Dante sword, because he doesn't hold the Dante sword as well, and I just don't think it looks as good. It's not as iconic. It's an interesting design. I'm glad they gave him his own weapon that looks semi-organic. That's a cool twist. It's like the Sword of Sparta in the game, but I just prefer Rebellion, although it's growing on me as I speak, so who knows. But you do have plenty of options. He is a great figure. Like, that's an important thing to add. He is very good apart from those face sculpts. It's just the amount they charge means they have to be on point in everything, and they were not. It's frustrating that he doesn't hold the sword as well as he could. Like, obviously he's got a good grip on it now, but you have to have his hand very high up the handle to ensure that. And obviously those other two face sculpts just do not look good. That's the sad reality, and if they want to charge as much as they do, they need to make it flawless. So yeah, sadly going to have to only give him a 3.5 out of 5. Despite being a great figure, because he should not be as expensive as he is, despite being as good as he is, if that makes sense. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to see more, then we have plenty of reviews, and do more reviews pretty much every week. We have Hero House, we have Figure Fights, we have The Wreckers, which will be coming out soon, and yeah, that's just going to continue to grow. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!